The White House calls it a crime, but the release of more US diplomatic cables continued today on the WikiLeaks website. The Gillard government seemed to expose its impotence to counter the leaking of confidential documents by making a plea to news organisations not to publish material already available on the internet. Today's diplomatic cables include evidence that China's commitment to the rogue regime in North Korea has real limits. Peter Lloyd reports.
The default assumption amid all the trouble on the Korean peninsula is that China will stick with the North no matter what. But that may not be the case. A US diplomatic cable quotes a key Chinese envoy saying Beijing regards North Korea's nuclear program as very troublesome, that China is sick of the erratic behaviour of Kim Jong-il and may not be able to stop the collapse of North Korea after the death of the ailing dictator. Another suggests the reunification of North and South Korea under South Korean control is inevitable. The cables are evidence of China's frustration, but the view of one expert is that it may not be of any greater significance.
On balance, however, the Chinese have not, it seems to me, changed their fundamental policy settings on North Korea, which is that the status quo, that is the continued existence of the North, is the higher priority for them than nuclear non-proliferation.
Ron Huskin is the Dean of the College of Asia and the Pacific at the ANU. Before that, he was a senior diplomat. His main area of expertise is defence and arms control. He sees far more significance in a WikiLeaks cable that talks about North Korean missiles.
It's certainly an early generation Soviet-era submarine-launched ballistic missile.
According to a leaked cable, the Americans believe the North Koreans have sold 19 of them to Iran, handing them a weapon that can bomb European capitals as far away as Moscow. In Iran, the only thing going ballistic today was the president, portrayed in leaked cables as a man Middle East leaders largely believe is an erratic, untrustworthy lunatic. Mahmoud Ahmadinejad says it's all an American conspiracy.
It looks like an intelligence and psychological war and has no legal value. It definitely won't have the political impact they want.
The Americans see a conspiracy too of the criminal kind and have launched an investigation with a view to prosecute Julian Assange.
The United States strongly condemns the illegal disclosure of classified information. It puts people's lives in danger, threatens our national security, and undermines our efforts to work with other countries to solve shared problems.
Barack Obama is trying to stay out of the fray.
Thank you very much, everybody.
His job is now arguably that much harder. US allies like Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel and France's President Nicolas Sarkozy both came in for criticism and ridicule.
What stuck out to me is the amount of damage and the breadth of damage that these leaks do to American diplomacy, to the conduct of our policies, the success of our diplomacy, regardless of which administration is in power or which president. This is going to go on making things less effective and hurting us in a variety of ways for a number of years.
In a matter of months, WikiLeaks has flooded cyberspace with leaked documents on the way Americans fight wars and now on how it carries out statecraft. The founder of the whistleblower website, Julian Assange, says a major US bank will now be the subject of the next release of sensitive documents early in the new year. Peter Lloyd, Lateline.